Hello, welcome back to Auto Pop Culture, and today we're going over Solange's new album, which I'm so excited that's finally out. And one of those things that's like, it's not technically finally out, it's more the fact I was excited about this Friday because a lot of music was coming out, including like the Jonas Brothers and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, cool, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like going through the list, and Solange pops up, and I was like, okay, that's a song from her, that's cool, I love new Solange. Click on it, it's a full-ass album. So I was like, oh shit, I gotta get into this, I gotta get into this, I gotta get into this. So this one's called When I Get Home, and I'm into it. It's hard to process because it's just like, I have been in and out of Solange, and I loved A Seat at the Table. I loved Seat at the Table. Seat at the Table is a masterpiece, and a very underrated masterpiece. And I feel like was going for that direction, but it gave me more of it was more not samples, it was very small songs, like very short songs, and compared to A Seat at the Table, which is like full songs, each one has a full song with some interludes and everything, but this one has very short songs, and I don't know how I feel about it other than the fact that what I see it as, taken away from the fact that I'm supposed to be listening to the lyrics, is that sonically it's really good. I love the sound. Like, the production's amazing. The production's great. But it just feels like it feels lightly incomplete, but yeah, it just feels lightly incomplete. And the way I can kind of see it is how I can visualize myself. How I do it is like I usually visualize myself is how I see myself. What am I doing when I'm listening to this? What is happening when I'm listening to this? And the first thing comes to mind when I hear it, it's like, okay, this is a very chill type of sound. I can totally see myself just rolling this like fat indica blunt and just kind of just sitting back and listening to it. And kind of just drifting away. And it sounds like that. It feels like that. So, without further ado, we're going to go through each of the song, and I'm trying to explain the best I can of some of the background of it, some of what I thought of it, what I felt like, what the beats sound like to me and everything, because I know there's some ones that don't have full-length songs, so I kind of got to dig in the best I can, and since it just came out, there's not a lot of background with it yet, but I'll do the best I can. There's going to be a lot of question marks and parts, but we'll go into it. So, Things I Imagined is the first song, and I love an intro that starts off very, like, lovely and very, like, just vocals and everything. I love it. And it's a little repetitive. It starts you off with that kind of repetitive, and it lets me know, well, I think numbers, like, by like the third song, it lets you know that this is kind of what's the norm. But I do like the intro. It's very nice. It sets up what you're supposed to know, this whole album's gonna sound like. Number 2, the second song is South McGregor, which is actually this is an interlude, but we're starting off, so this one, sorry, let me get my thoughts together. So we're doing this song, and this song is pretty much based off a major bypass that's in Houston, which is also a place where Solange grew up and was born and everything. So my thought is that that's pretty much where she was raised, is over there in South McGregor. Another song is kind of like, it's not really a song, it's just coasting, which just sounds good. So we move on to Down with the Click, and I love the sound sonically. After this is about where I started thinking, okay, obviously I'm not listening to the words. I'm honestly getting to it more sonically. So that's totally fine with me. Down with the Click, I love the cymbal sound. I love the production's amazing. And you kind of go into it kind of swings you into songs, which is one of the things that I want to give a disclaimer to anybody that's trying to listen to this, or else you'll give yourself a review of kind of what you like. You kind of have to keep track of each song that's going on if you're trying to know which song you're listening to, which one you like, because they just form into the next song. You think you're hearing one song, and it'll be going on for like a minute, and then next you know it goes to the next song. You're like, oh, I didn't know this was the next song, but it'll go. So there's a lot of parts where I was just like, oh, that's the next song. Way to the Show is the beginning of actual full songs. This is more of a nod to Candy Paint, and she says it a lot. She's like, Candy Paint, Candy Paint. And this is actually what I looked up was the staple of Houston's culture. So it seems like so far what we're doing is that we're going into like, she's taking a nod to her own little town, which is, now I think about it, I wonder, ding ding, I just got an epiphany. So When I Get Home is obviously a nod to her fucking town. I got it. Okay. Hence why this is which we got South McGregor, and On the Way Home, Candy Paint talking about Houston's culture of, they have like the cars, they always painted it in like this candy colored look. I love the fact that Tyler the creator's in it, and the background vocals kind of thing. Number 5 is Can I Hold the Mic, which is an interlude, which is also a sample of a clip from Crime Boss, which was another Houston group, and I think that, and this is kind of, I think it's one of those things that is like, I don't think it means anything. I think it's more just like a nod to more people that's from Houston, or people that's taking their Houston, like Houston singers, rappers, and stuff like that. Number 6 is Stay Flow, which is, I like this one because I felt like this is a very turn up kind of music, like sound, and I like it. Number 7 is Dreams, which is very vibey. I like the sound, all of it, the production's full great. This is one of the songs, this is when we start getting a little weird. So I like the sound of it. I don't know what the hell this is about. Number 8, we go to Nothing Without Intention, which is another interlude. The vibe is nice. The sound of it is nice. Don't do anything without intention. Sounds cool. We go to number 9, which is another one, which is Alameda. Alameda is 11 miles from downtown Houston. Another nod to Houston. And she mentions a couple of things. She mentions like traits that that Black people kind of have, that's more exclusively to the Black people. And I think it sounds great. I think that the sound of that's pretty cool. She mentions Florida Water, which I had to look up. So Florida Water is actually a very, very expensive cologne that actually goes both ways. You can actually, a woman can wear it and a man can wear it too. So it's kind of cool in that kind of direction. Number 10 is Time Is, which is another vibey song. It doesn't really have anything to do with anything, but it sounds good. Then we finally get to one of my favorite songs of it. We dig, we find gold. Number 11 is My Skin, My Logo. And My Skin, My Logo is featured with Gucci Mane and Tyler, the creator, which is, I love Tyler. I think he's fucking sexy as, oh wait, that's not right. No, Chance the Rapper is fucking sexy. Tyler, the creator, is a great production. He's made some great music. And he actually produced this and put some vocals on it. I like the beginning. This is actually one of my, I feel like it's a very fun song because it feels like she gets a nod. In the beginning, she's like talking about Gucci Mane and how he like just bragging about Gucci Mane. And then he comes back the second verse and brags about Solange. And it's cool. It's kind of, it makes me feel like it's a complete freestyle, and I like that. It's very feel good. Number 12 is We Deal with the Freakin'. We deal with the Freakin'. This is a intermission, and this is actually a sample of Turn Me On from Rotary Connection, which is so it's sampled in that, which is, I don't know who Rotary Connection is, but the sound sounds good. It's an interlude. It's getting us ready for the next half of this album, which is we'll see. So the next song is 13 is Gerard. Gerard is kind of a full song. It's pretty much a very sexy vibe kind of thing, and it's like she's just saying, you can get it, come get it, Gerard. Number 4 is Benz. So this is another favorite. I love this sound. and it has my favorite people into production, or person in production is Panda Bear, which I love Panda Bear. The Dream is on it, which is actually surprising because I kind of thought he kind of faded away, you know, but he's back doing songs and that's good. Another sample for Rotary Connection. Number 15 is Beltway. So Beltway felt like another interlude. This end gets very interlude-y. And as much as people say it, like, as much as it says, like, these are actually songs, like, it sounds like interludes to me. This is more of a drifty kind of vibe kind of song, which is cute. Number 16 is Exit Scott Interlude, which is another one where I kind of was confused, because I was just like, okay, this sounds like the other one, and we're kind of going in to these sounds, and now we're literally just doing sounds now, which is okay, but going off of a seated and table, I wasn't really sure exactly what I was supposed to expect. That's a lie. I did come in with the expectation it's going to be as good as a seated table, but this one doesn't really sound so on that page. Number 17 is another one I do like, which is called Sound of the Rain, and you know when you hear a Pharrell song, when you hear the Pharrell song, you know, when you hear his sound, and that was definitely in this. When I was like, oh, this beat's amazing, look it up, of course, it's Pharrell that did the beat. And of course, he did his famous little switch-ups in the middle of it, which I love, and I love his sounds is great. Number 18 is Not Screwed Interlude, which is another one I put a question mark near, because I was just like, okay. And then finally, number 19, which is I Am a Witness. And so she kind of says, like, whatever you feel, whatever you want to express, like, let it express through me. Let me be your vessel so I express it for you, you know? And I get it, and I like the ending of it, and it's a very smooth ending. It sounds like an interlude to me again, but it ends. So, all in all, this album is a very vibey album more than anything else. I feel like it's less of a full-on lyrics and understanding and breaking down everything. It seems like a more homage to Houston, giving her hometown feel, and maybe this is just personally for her, you know, and I think that's kind of cool. Like, good for you for making a full album for you. I just didn't really care for it. It's coming off of a seat to the table. Once again, it just doesn't add up. It doesn't equal to it. And I think that this is it's very vibey, and that's all I can kind of give it. Maybe I'm missing something. So in the comments below, tell me what you thought. Do you like the sound? Do you think it's good? Do you think it has a meaning? There's an actual meaning under some of the songs I kind of put question marks under it, because I really, really like to know. And that's it. So that is the review for Solange when I get home. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little notification bell to get more of my reviews. And I will see you guys in the next video.